texture.
What is up, Bucs Nation? What is up, Loose Cannons? I'm your boy, Sam. We're hanging out with Poppy Latte, Stanker, of course, and you're watching a new episode of the Loose Cannons podcast. You guys, listen, we're joined by an important guest tonight.
He's not a guest. He's the fourth host.
Guest.
He's the fourth
He's
host.
basically the fourth host at this point. A man who once broke the hearts of the New Orleans Saints by crossing the end zone goal line with seconds remaining in the game, sending them back to the bayou with their heads down in shame. A man who's bet on himself and has had a ridiculously amazing journey to where he is today as an NFL starting running back. And more importantly, he's a girl dad, which apparently is like the coolest thing in the entire world at this point. I'm not a girl dad, so I'm a bit envious, I guess. But I have my hands full as it is.
Pretty cool.
Anyway, our starting running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, friend of the program, and of course, friend of ours as well, Rachaad White. Welcome back to the show, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me on to the show. Loose, what is it? My fault. Loose Cannon
What?
Podcast.
What?
Wow.
Hey, my fault.
Unbelievable.
Loose Cannon Podcast.
I'm gonna spell your name with one A now because you said that.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm
one
just
A.
talking.
It's so rude.
Rachaad,
Oh, no.
you guys have started off hot, dude. It's 3-1 at the quarter point of the season. You guys go into the bye week with a ridiculously massive win against the New Orleans Saints, which we apparently own now.
We do.
Hopefully you got some rest, some relaxation, got your body right again, a little family time on the bye week. Can you talk a little bit about what it's been like to start the season like this? What's gotten you guys going so quickly, and so you guys seem to be getting your things rolling here?
Yeah, I mean, we've just been playing up to our standards, as in like not up to our standards as in like complete team football, but we've been playing very altogether complementary football, and we've been trying to do our best to help each other out. Honestly, we got an outstanding defense. We got, and then our offense, we've been pretty good at having some of the least turnovers in the league, so that helps out a lot with our defense that's on that side of the ball. And then obviously our special teams been playing very well, and we all just been trying to play together, play for one another, and that shows a lot. To be honest, we all been trusting one another. Coaches been doing a good job of just getting us ready for a lot of situational football that we have been in these couple games, and we just kind of take it from there as the players.
Hey, Shad, what do you attribute that to? You got new offense, new offensive coordinator, new quarterback, a lot of new pieces on the offensive line, but you guys have been playing pretty disciplined football.
Honestly, just wanting to win, man. That's been the biggest goal for everybody, regardless of what's going on. Personal things, personal accolades, things like that. But a lot of us just been, wanting to win, and I'll just, of course, got a chip on our shoulder, things like that. We be counted out a lot. People don't think, we're gonna be this or we're gonna be that. So all we do is try to just focus on us in the building, and we believe and we know what we got. So we just been taking it one day at a time, one game at a time, and we come out ready to play for sure.
Latte? I was waiting for you. I was gonna say last time we talked to you, last time we talked to you, Rachaad, there was a quarterback competition going into training camp. We didn't know if it was going to be Kyle Trask, if it was going to be Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield obviously won out the job, and he's been the dude. How's it been like playing with? Because he's obviously a very different personality than Tom Brady. He's obviously a different quarterback than Tom Brady. You guys are in a different offense than you had last year with Tom Brady. How's it been in the locker room? How's it been in the huddle? How's it been working day to day with a guy like Baker who clearly leaves it all out on the field and just plays with this massive chip on his shoulder and just seems like he's an absolute dog, and he kind of fit into a running back room as opposed to a quarterback room?
Yeah, so it's been great. He's been doing a great job of obviously, for sure, extending plays, making plays, sometimes doing off-scripted things, which is great to see. But also, he's just been doing a good job of just taking what the defense gives. And our offense, we really like it a lot. We be having a good amount of opportunities. Some of them we miss, and that'll come over time with the more the chemistry get better. But I just think Baker's been doing a good job of just being himself, Obviously, like a lot of people, and how I be looking at it is like I be seeing flashes of how he used to be at Oklahoma and things like that, and just being able to extend plays, and he been using his legs a lot, things like that. Last game he did a good job of like getting down and stuff like that for sure, but you could just still see the grit, man, and the hunger, and yeah, like he even when he run the ball, you can see that like the dog getting. But coach do a good job of trying to tell him like he needed to get down and stuff like that for sure though. But he be trying to, yeah, that chip just come out. But I just think he's been doing a good job, like I said, of just getting us ready, man. He's a great leader, man, on the opposite side, and we truly believe him, as y'all can see, of how we've been playing and how the team rallied behind him and how we've been playing with him.
Now, Sammer mentioned energy, Baker and stuff. Speaking of energy, what's it like playing for a guy like Canales? He seems like a spark plug, like just a breath of fire, just an energy drink, for lack of a better. The guy's doing laps around the stadium, Shad, before the game. What's it like playing for him? And then I think it was Baker, was him that mentioned that we're not even halfway through installing the playbook. Like there's still so much more. How much more we got, bro? And what's it like playing for him?
So I mean, it's just been great playing for Coach Canales, man. He do his thing, man. Great, young, like you said, a lot of energy. He does a lot of running. He's very hands-on, very active. Running on the field and things like that, and just him, the energy. You can tell that him and Coach Brad has carried over, has been huge, and just being, like you say, energetic. But the one thing I like about Coach Dave is he be himself, man, and that's just huge to see. He be taking a lot of accountability for things when things go wrong and stuff like that. He put a lot of weight on his shoulder and stuff like that. So as guys that, we hold ourselves accountable and things like that, to see him do that, man, it's always amazing to see. And then just he puts us in good situations. Obviously, he's still trying to figure out. We all still trying to figure out, but when it comes together, you guys see it and stuff like that, and everybody see it. Like when we get in the rhythm and getting the flow in the game, man, it just looks good. So. You have your moments in game, but we, like Baker said though, to be honest, we haven't got into that real groove that we gonna hit, and I mean, I be telling people, when we hit that groove, it's gonna be dangerous to see.
Yeah, it's important. People always say you don't want to peak at the wrong time. You want to start playing your best football towards the end of the season in October, November, when the games matter the most, and you kind of head into the playoffs, with your right foot forward. Sorry to cut you off, Stink. I don't know if you had something that I just wanted to add that real quick to the end of what.
No, I was going to say, first couple weeks, specifically the run game struggled quite a bit. Last week it looked completely different, and it took a little while, but you got some rhythm, man. You broke off some really nice runs. You're a great pass catcher. Everybody knows that. Has there been a big transition, like style wise, from X's and O's standpoint, going to a more like a zone type run scheme versus what we did under Leftwich and Arians? Has it taken you, more time to get a feel for the flow of it, or is it just all 11 guys taking some time to really get what Canales is trying to accomplish out there?
I mean, honestly, no. Obviously, we got different variations. Obviously, as guys, of course, with the zone scheme, things like that, it get played differently, things like that. Like, it was doing very well at first against New Orleans, and then they made little adjustments or whatever to try to like stop it by like spiking the end inside and then make it looping the backer around. So like the backer placed the end and things like that. So, to get our reads off track and things like that. But other than that, man, it's been good. As time goes on, obviously as, guys and me specifically touch the ball more, it just kind of naturally comes. So, I mean, last week was just obviously we feel like we didn't put our best out there versus the Eagles or whatever the week before. And, we just wanted to come out there. We know what division games is made of, very physical, physicality. And, at the end of the day, it'll all come in due time. So, like, that's the biggest thing I've been having to try to understand and things like that. At the end of the day, it's going to be tough runs. It's the NFL, things like that. And, as the season go on, you have your games where, it just looked like, you smooth sailing out there and things like that. So patience is the key, but we just keep sticking with it, things like that. Different things about it, like I said, Coach Canales, things like that. Everybody trying to find, our identity is really physicality, obviously, but we're still trying to find, different spots and different rhythms. Obviously, Coach Canales, no matter how much he has, worked with us through OTAs, training camp, and things like that. But it takes a minute to figure out like your players, like really strengths and things like that when you in person. So that's just the biggest thing, and I feel like he's been doing a good job of that. And then we just try to still do a mixture. Like we really the zone scheme, but then we still got, as you can see, runs up the gut and stuff like that. So the more we just repetition that, the more we get it in games against, good defensive fronts and things like New Orleans and obviously the Eagles. Every defensive front we done played this year has been really pretty good. So, you just got to keep going with it.
You speak about defensive fronts, Rachaad. You guys, and you mentioned that we have a really good defense here in Tampa. Every week, you guys get to practice against that defense. So, how much has that helped you guys, and how much has that kind of made it difficult for you guys to get the run scheme going? Specifically, you're going to practice against Vita Vea and Kalijah Cansey before he got injured, and you got Shaq, you got JTS, all these guys that are basically out there programmed to stop the run, especially Vita Vea. So how has that kind of hindered your guys' ability to not have a blown-up play every single week in practice to kind of be able to get the groove going? Because I heard another player talk about how going against Bosa in practice was actually bad for their offense. And so when he held out, it helped them because they could finally run plays that didn't get blown up and destroyed, so they got to get their rhythm going. So speak a little bit of how important it is to go against a team, or not a team, but a defense like the Bucs in practice almost daily heading into the games.
Yeah. So obviously it's huge. Obviously, when it comes to like during season, obviously, you rarely do ones-on-ones unless it's like situational periods in practice and things like that. So, that's really the only big time. Other than that, then we really just getting a great look by our practice squad, our scout team guys, which still got a lot of good talented guys, of course. But just to see Vita and JTS and Shaq and not even just the front, the backers we got, Devin and Levante, man, it'd be huge, man. And of course, like at the end of the day, it's tough going against whatever the player said, Bosa or Vita and things like that. But obviously, you only get better from it at the end of the day. You only learn from it. At the end of the day, iron sharpens iron. So, it's you just kind of try to take a lot with a grain of salt and just know you got to, like you said, with our defense, you got to come to work and you got to come to play, you got to come to practice. Practice like it's like a game. So that's what the biggest thing about it.
Rachaad, sorry, Latte, I know you probably had a question, but I just thought about something. You're like similar to a boxer at the running back position. You can train, you can spar, but if you don't get hit, until you get in the ring, it's not real. And I feel like that can be a hindrance to the running game, the running back, because in camp you're not hitting, you're not going full speed. You rarely have, full tackle drills, and then during the week, between games, you guys don't have full contact. Like you said, you're rarely going one-on-one. Is it hard to simulate the real thing when you're not actually out there getting hit? Like I know in high school and youth football and even college, you hit a lot more, but in the pros, you rarely hit at practice. Is that tough to deal with?
Yeah. Honestly, nah. With football, what comes with it, man. It's obviously a physical game, so nah, not really. The thing is, we talk about run games around the league, man. When you look around it, like right now, like who run game is really, what I'm saying, like on point, and that's how I look at it. So or like going crazy, when it comes to the run game. I don't know if that's you. When it comes to run games,
Miami and San Francisco.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And so, like when you look at it, and they just gelling, and they hitting it right now, and they in the stride, and they in a good flow and a good rhythm, and that's just all it be about, man. And when it comes to run game in the league, like you gotta understand. We all understand, like it's hard. What I'm saying? I'm not saying like passing is easy, but rushing is really hard. when we look at it, and people thought like Coach Canales was like kind of crazy for saying like 4 yards is what we judge our run game off of it being efficient. I mean, just look at it. I mean, look at the guys career wise, the greatest running backs ever, like Walter Payton. They average like 4.2, 4.3. Like, I mean, look, most average running backs career wise average 4 yards per carry or so. So when it comes to NFL, so I mean, at the end of the day. When it comes to running the ball, bro, you just know what comes with it. I mean, you're going to get hit, you're going to get tackled. At the end of the day, you try to help your O-line out, but, I mean, the biggest thing about it is when you sometimes you ain't got time, and sometimes the O-line, they got to stay on that double team longer, and you just got to challenge that backer, challenge people. So that's been a big thing I've been focusing on and things like that. So, obviously, I feel like my O-line did a great job against New Orleans, and then I just did a great job of just going. I mean, regardless of what's going on, I got to go.
She's trying to steal the show, man. I'm sorry. We should just interview her.
She is.
Hey, you know something interesting, guys? You didn't mention, Hammer? One that was a beautiful route that he ripped the Saints' hearts out with. Beautiful route. Yeah. Almost like a receiver for running.
And as a rookie, too.
As a rookie. But we also didn't mention that he's undefeated. Just like our coach against the Saints. Rachad has never lost to that poverty franchise. But
that's true.
Somebody brought up, I think it was Jonas, brought up a question here. Rachad, how excited are you and the guys in the building right now, unlike Sammer, the party pooper, the guy that pours cold water on everything, how excited are you to don the creamsicle uniform? I mean, I saw the helmets today. They look clean. Oh, they look clean. How excited
Wait, Latte, don't forget, Rachad had never seen those. I'm the one who introduced him. Remember this, Rachad? Hold on. Let me get him.
Why does Stank look like he's in a horror film? What happened?
Because his light turned off. Look at that. That's a beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if Rachad wants to wear that without the face mask though.
What's the feeling in the locker room? Are you hyped? Is everybody hyped? What's everybody talking? What's going to clean? Those good.
I mean, to be honest, we all for sure. We grateful, we blessed. I mean, I talk to guys like Mike and I talk to guys like Mike and them all the time, and for him to be here 10 years and this is his first time wearing it, he he put an emphasis on he put an emphasis on cherishing things and cherishing a lot of things. So we excited. I mean, I think we more locked in than ever. Obviously, I mean, with the team we played this weekend, we got a tough task at hand, and we just making sure we locked in more than ever. Like I said, trying to stack days and just trying to stack games, man. So we for sure happy to wear the creamsicles and and things like that. But it's more than ever like just locked in on the task at hand and what we got going on.
Rachad,
but it's look good, play good though. Look good, play good, right?
Yeah, that's why I was saying they shouldn't wear them. But a lot of fans circled the Eagles game earlier on the season, Rachad, and said that this is a measuring stick game. And I don't know if players do that or coaches do that, but maybe in the back of their heads, they kind of like, let's see how we do against a team that everyone's considering, this and that. So I noticed that it was almost a good thing that you guys ended up losing that game. Obviously, you don't want to lose a game, but sometimes you can learn better from a loss. And you guys, the team is really good. They're physical. And so I feel like you guys responded because of that game against the Saints by going out there and being more physical than them and kind of bringing the punch to them before, as opposed to waiting. And so now you go into a game with the Lions, who physical, have really good defensive line. They're very good on the offensive line. They're going to be a good matchup. One, are you guys looking at this as kind of another opportunity to kind of say, all right, that Eagles game was, a hiccup. Let's prove ourselves against what some people are considering, an upper echelon team in the NFC side of things. Or are you guys going again, just kind of put our heads down, do our job, and do our thing week in, week out? Doesn't matter who we play.
Honestly, man, we know we got to come with it every week. So, of course, you think like, oh, Eagles game, things like that for sure. You got, teams that for sure you want to what's called. But for us, like, we on the opposite end of the stick, though. No matter what we feel or believe about, ourselves, we know we got to kind of play every week. So, I mean, obviously, the Eagles game, like, we really don't even talk about it no more because we just feel like we left so much stuff out there. So, we really be sick. So, right now, we just be focusing on the task at hand.
Just sit her down. Have her answer the questions from here on out.
Yeah, she know I'm on the things. So she's trying to talk on. But yeah, so we really just trying to focus on the task at hand. No, Pepe. You're not getting on the table. Now stop.
Rachaad, is this why you have such good hands right here? Like you're multitasking.
Yeah, just
like you got the no look baby catch and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be having to obviously save her a lot of times. She's daredevil, so they don't learn. I got to save her a lot of times, but after I tell her to watch out and don't do this, y'all know how it be, man. I done had to.
Yeah, I do.
Then you got to keep your head on your swivel still because they're going to do what you tell them not to do anyway. So, but
always.
I got to catch her and save her all the time off of stuff. But, yeah, man, I mean, we know the Detroit Lions obviously is a big game, a huge game. We also believe, obviously they'd be a playoff team and things like that. So, at the end of the day, we're just going out there, of course, at the end of the day, you want to make statements and you like to make statements and things like that. So, at the end of the day, we're just going out there and we focusing on us, at the end of the day, too, though. That's the biggest thing because you just can't get so caught up in, the Eagles and this like that. We just try and focus on us as the Buccaneers. And, we know what the Lions, they got going on. And, we do our due diligence during the week and what we need to handle. But at the end of the day, we just got to go out there and focus on us and be us.
Yeah, she nailed it.
Somebody put in the comments, and we're in the first year of this, this new offense and stuff. But somebody put in the comments something interesting that the Lions are like 3 years into this. They play ball the way that we want to play ball. Run the ball, smash mouth, play action, take care of the ball, play good defense. The difference, though, Shot, is like you said earlier, we have a really good defense. They haven't faced the defense quite like ours yet. So I'm interested to see the matchup of the running games go head to head, and I'm excited. I'm legitimately excited. I'm not blowing smoke here. I'm excited to see you go against the Lions, and I'm excited to see what the Lions can do against us. And Vita and Cansey's going to be back, and this defense is going to be back at full strength. I heard Jamel was back at practice, and Cansey. Everybody's back. Mike was off to the side, but everybody else is back. So hopefully we're full strength, and we got this bye weekend, even though we didn't want it early, at the right time, and we can come out early with the creamsicles and just punch them in the mouth. It's America's game. I mean, they flex the game, Sean. It's in prime time, basically. It's amazing.
Yep.
You got to punch them in the mouth. I was going to ask, we've heard throughout the years, playing with Baker Mayfield comes with some moments, some good things, but most of the time, this guy's a pretty wild dude in the locker room and behind the scenes. So I got to ask, man, has obviously things you can talk about. Have you had a crazy Baker Mayfield story yet so far in this season? 4 games in, 5 weeks in, has he been the spark plug that everyone thinks, or does he say some shit that's just like, well, there's something wrong with this dude, but you kind of like it? Like, have you seen a little bit of crazy Baker yet? The guy from Oklahoma, basically.
Yeah, I mean, he said a lot of things, said a lot of funny things, said a lot of, things. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's probably crazy to other people, but to us, it's just kind of like, it's just him. So, I mean, it's just, like I said, Baker being Baker though, man. And like I said, man, he's just a great dude, bro. Got like I said, get us going, said a lot of funny things. And also he just be so honed in and locked in on what we got going on, bro. It's just amazing to see him like transition and things like that. Because obviously, as a team, we want to succeed, but obviously, we want to wish the best, and hope for the best in each one of our players, man, and then do their thing, and we trust him to do what he be doing. So yeah, he said a lot of crazy shit. I mean, it's crazy things, a lot of funny stuff, but you know how it go.
Yeah, the thing with the shower, the group showers after the Minnesota game, and running up to Chris after the first down, and telling him that
was some interesting stuff.
A little excited when he saw the motion guy following him, like that kind of shit. You're like, what is he saying when the mic is not around? That's like, that guy's got to be ridiculously fun to play with. Definitely different than Tom, I would assume. Tom's more kind of locked in and not really. I don't assume Tom was making jokes on the field last year.
No, not really. No.
Like, nah.
I feel like Tom would like be threatening people's lives. I feel like he just like angry. Hey, Shad, I asked Bucs fans on Twitter earlier today for some questions for you, and if you don't mind, I'm gonna cycle through these real quick. You can give me one question answer, or you can go deep if you want to. Hey, Tampa Bay said, "What's your favorite run call? What's your favorite play?"
Oh man, hey Tampa Bay, he trying to get the scoop. He must be undercover with the Lions,
right? Lions fan right there.
Yeah.
The Lions back.
Hey, go back to Detroit. All right, next question then.
Next
All
question.
right. Loose Cannon's Leprechaun says favorite movie quote, or you can just give us your favorite movie. Either one.
Favorite movie quote. Oh, man, I don't know, man. I used to think I had favorite movies when I was growing up, but it always changed, man. You see one movie that you really like, you be like, oh yeah, okay, this is my movie right here. Then next thing you know, another favorite movie come on, you're like, nah, this the one right here. But
you a Harry Potter guy like Mike? You're a Harry Potter guy?
Potter, man. I've really never been, but I be trying to get into it, man. Mike be trying to school me to get into it, man. So I think I should get into it. My brother was a big Harry Potter guy though, like big on all
Stand
that
firm
type of stuff.
Stand firm, Rachaad. I'm
I'm
anti-Harry too, bro.
I'm a comedy guy, bro. I like Kevin Hart. I just like little funny, short dudes that.
What about Step Brothers? You seen Step Brothers?
You see Step Brothers?
Oh yeah, Step Brothers is a great movie, man. I like Will Ferrell too a lot. Will Ferrell really funny. I would just watch.
You got a Kevin Hart movie with Will Ferrell where he's getting ready to go to prison.
Get Hard. That's one of the greatest movies of all time.
That's a good ass movie.
With the wine.
That's a good ass movie. That's a good movie. What else
I got a couple more. Hold on. Alex, TB Sports guy, asks if you could do Oklahoma drill against one defender, who would it be against? I guess maybe a defender on the Bucs. Who would you like to go head up with?
I'll go head up with Levante.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that name.
I like that.
Right. Right.
A couple more questions. Do you believe in aliens?
What are we doing here, bro?
What is this?
What are we doing here? No. Stain can never collect the questions again.
Do I believe in aliens?
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, you play with Yaya Diaby. He's an absolute alien. There's no human that should look like that.
There's some stuff out there. I don't know if it's aliens.
There's some stuff out there.
He basically just confirmed Yaya Diaby alien.
Vita's an alien as well.
That's an alien.
Confirmed.
Can't be that big.
Vita can't be human. Most of the rest of the questions are ridiculous. Like your favorite ice cream.
What are you talking about? You just did it. We just did ridiculous questions anyway.
David says here, who was your opponent that you hated the most in college?
I mean, I probably have to say, of course, Arizona, but they called it a rivalry. But when I was in college, it wasn't a rivalry.
Ooh, I like it. You know what, Shad? It's kind of like the Saints. They call it a non-rivalry, but rivalry, but it's not really a rivalry. We're 3-0.
It's not a rivalry.
What rivalry?
Yeah. What do you think of Cam Jordan spouting off like that and then losing?
Honestly, I don't pay no mind to him. I remember he was trying to do something to me in the game, bro. I was just like trying to do something like slick. Like after a play of the ball, I wouldn't even come on my way. And he said something. I was just like, bro, I'm not even worried about you, bro.
You should be like, dude, I didn't even know you were still playing, man.
I get my dog. Hey, I'm gonna get my dog on him.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Come on, Paulo.
That works.
Get my dog on him.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Paulo, I'm gonna get my dog on him. Oh, yeah. Should we get him? Should we get on him? Nah, we ain't gonna get on him when he come out here.
Yeah. Cam's washed anyways. That's the proper thing. Just don't pay him any attention. He's like the old man in a rocking chair. You just yelling at the sun. You just don't pay any mind to that guy.
Do what Michael Jordan used to do. Michael Jordan would have dogs and he would name Charles and Patrick. All those guys that he used to face in the NBA all the time. He had a pit bull named Charles after Charles Barkley, and Charles hated that. Absolutely drove him nuts. Like, your next dog has to be Cam or Mike Thomas, something like that. Something just taking shots for no reason at all.
I'm dead.
Rachaad,
last time you came on here, we talked about food spots. You had, you're a rookie. Have you found any spots yet in Tampa you like, bro? What's going on? I know we put you on a couple.
You've been ingratiating yourself in the food side of things in Tampa?
Nah, man. I've been trying to, a lot of people said I got bigger and I got big, man. So I've been trying to, slim back down, I guess. That's what they call it. So we've been big on, like,
I didn't hear that.
The chef and cooking side, man. I hear a lot of people always say, man, he's big. He's big and whatever.
You did look more muscular in camp, but it wasn't like
you didn't look like
it wasn't like you weren't like Lenny out there, where we're like, whoa, what happened over the offseason?
Hey, our views and points and everything you say on this podcast is a reflection of how our guest feels. Okay.
No. Stank's views and Stank's comments are not a reflection of any of our views
we did feed you. We were trying to put some weight on you.
Yeah, man, y'all had like 100 wings.
100 wings, all the good stuff,
all the
bro.
pizza.
That's
So
how we
are
eat.
responsible for your worst meal of the season so far.
Yeah.
Even though it was kind of before the season started. Oh, I'm
Nah,
proud of
for
that.
sure.
I kind of like that. I like that a lot.
I
I was
do.
going to say one of the storylines Rachaad heading into the season was Todd Bowles as a head coach. And a lot of people think that his demeanor is, one thing, and it's completely far from the truth because we've interacted with him a few times. We had him on our last show, actually, and he got to show more of his actual personality, and people were shocked. So how do you feel about how, like, that kind of gets twisted, and how does it feel? Obviously, you've been with him for 2 years now. How does it feel to play for a guy like Todd Bowles? Because it looks like you guys are going out there ready to run through walls for this dude, and you guys love playing for him, and he, in all intents and purposes, he seems like a great leader. So it's a little weird that we still hear some of that narrative, but it's starting to kind of die off.
Yeah. I mean, we think it's great to play for Coach Bowles. I mean, at the end of the day, he just give us, no, you're absolutely not going to do. Table, come on. But what you want? Stop. Chill.
She's a good sport, man.
Yeah.
Allowing you to even do this is
and thank you, Shad. You're a good sport.
Yeah, thanks, Shad, for real.
Nah, no problem, man. But yeah, man, Coach Bowles, like I said, man, we just understand the assignment, man, the message that he give off, man, and just kind of how he is, and everybody, it's just so much opinions out there, man, all the time. It's just, it's funny, man, but we really like him, as you guys can see, how we play. Yeah, we play for him. We think he do a great job of just getting us ready to play, man. He very brilliant, very smart guy. And then he got a great sense of humor. People don't, see that by his whatever face or demeanor when they get the camera all on the screen in the game and things like that, or emotion when you get going on. But I like, how Coach Bowles is and how his emotion just be. He reminds me of like never too high, never too low. Show some passion and things like that, but he stay even kill, until it's it's time, and to that clock go all the way off, and then y'all see in the locker room when they show the video of what's going on. That's like that, to me, that's how it should be, because of course, things like that. I think Coach Bowles, his his emotions and things like that, or his body language it just kind of reflects of like what he know we capable of. So like, it ain't never like, I feel like sometimes when you go the extra mile, you do that, it kind of make it seem like, to me, that's too extra. But I think Coach Bowles' more reaction be like, like, that's my team, like that's what I know they capable of doing. So it's just good to see him do his thing.
Some people are a little too extra with it, and we've been lucky enough to hang out with Coach quite a few times, and we reflect the same thing. He is hilarious. I mean, you got to give it on. We did a podcast with him last week. He is absolutely hilarious, and he'll go at you. It's just people don't get to see that side of it. And like you said, I think it's sometimes it's better. That's reserved for the locker room. That's for the team and the family in the locker room. That's not for the cameras. So I particularly like it. Rachaad, somebody said here, and we know, Sammer knows, we know you're a historian. You are a student of the game. You pay attention to the running backs that came before you. If you had to say or model your game, or who'd you look up to when you were in college or in high school coming up, who would you say that would be?
I mean, I say I really like Le'Veon, but as well as when I was growing up, like young. I was a big fan of like Jamal Charles, but I was also just a huge fan of Arian Foster. Man, he go underneath the rug, and man, he was really great to me. Like, a lot of things he was doing was like phenomenal up there in Houston. So I say I really liked Arian Foster for sure.
He was a fantasy stud.
He was real deal.
He blew up.
Yeah, he was a real deal. And then you got Marshawn, beast mode, and stuff like that. Like, even when he came in the league in Buffalo, man, I thought he was ridiculous, man. And it's crazy because me and Chase Edmonds was just talking earlier about like how Bills had 2,000-yard rushers like Marshawn and Jackson, Fred, and then we was also talking about how like C.J. Spiller, like people don't like, I like, you know what I'm saying? People don't really, but it was some good backs that like came through this league, and everybody can't be a Hall of Famer. We don't even know what the criteria is, but all you can do is just do what they did, man. So I say that for sure. Arian Foster was huge for sure.
You know who? What
another guy too?
No.
You know what name we heard that people don't talk about, but in his moment when he had his little stretch, he was in his bag, bro. David Johnson.
Yeah, David Johnson was in his bag for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was growing up too, Adrian Peterson was running the show, man. He was running the
AP.
show, bro.
Adrian was
Animal.
How do you
Yeah,
come back
man.
from ACL the first year, bro? No, that guy, he's not human, bro.
Yeah, he was running the show for sure. But I just feel like, Arian Foster, bro, like people don't understand. Like he was slept, bro. Like, he led the league in touchdowns. He was going crazy, bro.
And he was
Like
different.
1,800
He wasn't
scrimmage.
Definitely a different guy.
a different dude. He
Apollo.
wasn't a yes man. I like Aaron Foster a lot, bro.
Well, the common denominator between all the guys that
Please.
I was gonna say, the common denominator between all those guys is that they all catch passes and they're all dynamic out of the backfield. Was leading to my next question.
Sammer, hold on. Did you just hear his dog's name is Apollo? Is
Yeah,
Apollo?
Oh
I
my
heard that
god.
first
Oh, you
time.
knew that already.
Sly.
Yeah.
You want
Hey,
to say
Sly,
something,
how do you
Apollo?
feel about that, bro?
Hey, I think it's a little bit disrespectful. You know what I mean? He called that's my guy. Apollo's my dude. And we were friends in the beginning, but you know what? I respected him, and I don't know if you're being respectful by naming your dog that. You know what I mean? Anyway, what I was gonna say, Rachaad, the guys you named.
Rashad might not even know who that is.
That's Rocky
He knows Rocky. Who
Balboa.
doesn't know Rocky Balboa? Hey,
I don't know.
everybody
Maybe
knows
he
me,
might not
okay?
be a Rocky fan. You never know.
Hey, anyway, what I was saying is the guys that you named, all dynamic catching the ball out of the backfield, all extremely talented once they had the ball in their hands. And something that we've noticed this year is, one, you're getting used more in that fashion, and two, every single week you've had a play where you've caught the ball with 2 or 3 guys dead to rights. You're not getting a first down, and you convert to a first down. And so it's been a massive addition to this offensive scheme, and you've been almost an easy bailout for Baker and the offense on third down. And we're excited to see how far you guys can stretch that as the playbook opens up more. But is there there'll be a lot more fun seeing you out there. We can see more fun plays coming out for you out of this playbook as it gets bigger in terms of the passing.
Like I need oxygen. I need it.
Yeah.
Yes. For passing game. For
Obviously, don't give too much away if you
We're not
can,
going
but
away. No.
yeah, but speak to how much more fun it's kind of been to be able to be utilized more besides just running the ball and being able to kind of utilize all this, all the talent that you have.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think it's been great. I mean, we go out there, we got empty packages, things like that lined up in a couple times throughout the game and things like that. So we do a lot of good things, man, and it just go on the show. Obviously, more coach trusted me and things like that to do my thing and just get the ball in my hands of space. Then that's the more it happened. But I mean, that's more what happened. But yeah, I mean, it'd be some good things, man. It's one football, so you just at the end of the day, you trying to do the best you can. We got a lot of good players, man, good pieces. Like, I mean, obviously, y'all see, I already knew it though, but obviously DT Devin came on strong last game and things like that. You see Trey on the fade, you know what I'm saying. So it's some good pieces, and as it get going, and like I said, it all mesh. Yeah, I'll be out there more. You do a lot of start to do a lot of different stuff. Different variation of things. So it's just all good, man. Like at the end of the day, and like you said, man, we just building each other, building confidence, and we getting ready to roll, man. We got 13 straight weeks. So, we just break it down into quarters, and we trying to win every quarter.
Now, you guys keep winning. They're going to flex a couple of your games. They're going to get a little baby bye here or there. I'm telling you. But I'm a little pissed off at you, man, because in the offseason, right? You didn't tell me that you guys had a guy like Trey Palmer. You could have given me a warning. I would have looked like a savant telling people, hey, look out for this Trey Palmer kid. He's going to be a ridiculous addition. You should have told me. I'd appreciate a little heads up next time we decide to draft a dog and you're seeing him out there, Rachaad.
I'm dead, yeah. I just let the guy show you for himself.
Facts. Tell him, Shad.
He's definitely a dog, dude. We were so excited to see him in a regular season, and he's been just ridiculously spectacular. And I think I stole this question from Stank, but I was gonna ask you, how's it been to see a guy like Izzian on the scene, kind of being the jack of all trades and being able to come out there and show out?
It's been amazing, man. Yes, Dada. Thank you. Okay. Yes, that's me. But
tell her we're almost done. I promise, we're almost done.
Look at it.
She's like, you're done now. Click.
You're done now.
But
when is she going to be taking passes, and how much has she brought to the game plan?
Man, I mean, she brings a lot.
She keeps him on his toes.
Got you. Yeah,
That's for sure.
She brings a lot. Huh? That. Come on. Man, you know. But
when you're a father of a toddler, it's all footwork drills. You got to be ready at any moment.
Yeah, nah, she brings a lot. I mean, he brings Izzy and Chris. Izzy brings a lot, man. He brings a lot to the game, man. Rookie, you can't just you got to call across the table, and you think it's funny. But
she does think it's funny.
Izzy, man, he bring a lot to the game, bro. Like you said, a guy that slipped through the cracks, which that, it happens, man. At the end of the day, and just to see him come in, have that confidence, have that swagger, just play big, how he been playing. Just goes to show you, like, the guys and the testament of the guys we got on this team. A guy stepping up, left and right. And like I said, man, last game really showed a lot. I know Mike went out and the guys was probably like, oh, where Mike at? Where Mike go? And then, other guys step up, which is great to see. Because
no, at that point, Rachaad, you guys had already broken the Saints' will. None of us at all were scared. You know what? It feels like this team is full of guys who are out there to prove themselves. You mentioned Devin Tompkins. When his number's called, what a freaky touchdown catch he had. And, the O-line blocked and Baker, bought time. And that was a crazy play. You basically freezing two guys in the flats and getting down to the goal line, which ended up getting us points.
That catch shot and you slamming on the brakes, bro, and the defenders flying past you, bro.
Yeah.
That was just dumb.
That was beautiful.
That should have been a punt. That should have been fourth down, punt the ball.
It should have been a field goal, and he wasn't about to have it. So that, and then Trey Palmer, like all these guys out there, Izzy, and like he just mentioned, all these guys, don't get a lot of notice, and they all have something to prove, including our quarterback and you. I know you do too. You feel like you got a lot more to give out there, and we all know that. So I think that's what I love most about this team. Y'all are fighters, man, and you could see it out there Sunday. Us as Bucs fans, we know how tough it is to beat the Saints, man. They owned us for years, but you guys went out there and punched them in the mouth, and that was encouraging to see, especially after the Philly game.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's one of the big things Coach Bowles preaching, man. Been our identity, man. Going out there and just fighting, man. Going out there and just competing. So, it's tough. Like I said, Philly game, the way the box score probably ended, it looked bad. But I mean, when you look throughout it, it was, like I said, especially offense, we feel like we missed on a lot of opportunities, a lot of things. So, at the end of the day, we just wanted to come and bounce back, man. Play hard, go hard, and like I said, play for one another, play with one another, and let the chips fall where they may. And we just came out there, like you said, and with our head on our shoulders, with our head on the swivel, and did what we had to do.
Looks like you got a lot of sriracha there, man.
Yeah,
sriracha for the rest of the week, probably.
All kinds of things.
Yeah. I was gonna say that Saints game, you almost ended up with 3 touchdowns. People don't realize you were stopped short of the goal line a couple of times, and you had been tripped, I think, on one play where you probably ended up housing it, and you could have had a 3-touchdown day against the Saints, and who knows how, everyone's talking about Rachaad White going into the bye week. So, listen, man, I appreciate you coming on with us. I know you got the kid, let you do your thing. Unless you have some, hope you guys have a great start, obviously, to this game against Detroit. I'm going to be there. I promised you in the offseason that if I was to buy a creamsicle jersey, it would be the number 1. So I am going to do that at the game. I'm not going to promise I'm going to wear it because that's a very ugly color. But that's just my opinion. Latte stank, unless you guys have anything closing to
I don't have anything except the fact that Shad and I talked about it in the offseason. We hinted about it on Twitter. Guys, the chicken wing video is coming. Shad has time. I have time. We're going to figure this out. Yep. And me and Rachaad are going to make chicken wings. My chicken wings. I'm giving Shad my beautiful recipe.
I can't wait.
Yeah, on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Appreciate that, man, because I love chicken wings.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Rachaad, I just want to echo what Sammer said. I appreciate you coming on.
I do too.
We're all fathers, and you just working, she's just attacking, and you didn't have to do this for us. We really appreciate it, man.
He's multitasking,
thank you guys
man.
for having me, man. Appreciate y'all guys for having me on.
It's always love, man. Yes, sir.
On camera?
Oh, kiss a camera.
Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is a cute child.
That's how you end it right there.
Enjoy that. We can still talk ball here. let Rachaad roll, and we'll talk Detroit Lions and a little shit talk here before the end of the night.
I'm dead. Yeah, y'all do your thing, man. All right, man. I'll catch y'all
Appreciate
later.
it, Rachaad.
Appreciate you, Rachaad. Later, bro.
Later, man.
I'll say, guys, since we're doing this Monday, first of all, massive thank you to Rachaad again. That was awesome.
Yes.
But I was going to say, since we are here and it is a regular Monday show, maybe touch a little bit on the Detroit Lions, or maybe a little bit what we saw the Detroit Lions go through yesterday against the Carolina Panthers, basically a bye week for them. So both teams coming in off a bye week, guys.
Latte?
I mean, they're a physical fucking team, man. They're physical. I think I was Jonas. Somebody said it on there. No, I was like, wow, that's a great point. They are where we want to be, except they're 3 years into this.
They still, you know what? They still have a lot to prove. We're where they want to be. We won the division last year. We lost in the playoffs, but y'all are giving that team too much credit. I get it. They've been impressive, but they got to come here. We're leading our division. They got to come here and they got to prove it against a good football team. And this is a good football team. So, you know, to talk them up is one thing. Yeah, I get their coach has them all
straight dating back
up
to last year. 15 straight.
15
wins.
straight what?
Wins dating back to last year.
Okay.
Consecutive.
It's a new season. Who cares about last year?
Okay.
We won our division last year. They didn't win shit. So I'm not saying I don't respect their team. You know, obviously they're rolling on offense and they got a good enough defense. I honestly don't believe their defense can hang with our offense. But we will see. I know it's big talk, but we're coming out rested, and the Saints and the Falcons won. We got to hold serve and win next week too to stay on top of this division. So it's gonna be a battle, but I think this team's ready, man.
You didn't mention the Panthers. I thought you had said the Panthers were gonna. No.
Did I say that?
Yeah, remember that team you were so afraid of going into the season? But
they got a great coaching staff. They got a rookie.
Yeah.
What?
These are the dudes we're supposed to be worried about.
They're
Yeah.
built.
Y'all, you know what? I don't appreciate y'all just making shit up. Like I haven't been a Baker guy this whole offseason. And then now all of a sudden I thought the Panthers were going to be good.
Hey, all of you in the chat, this is one of those lost archive pods that we did that we never recorded. You know, one of those hour phone calls that we have because we do this all day long.
No. He did it on the show.
He did it on the show too?
He's done it twice
on the show too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I will find it. I'll get any one of my minions on there to find it. And scour our YouTube videos and find it. But before I forget, because I failed to mention it out of respect to our guest, those of you watching, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you are not new, hit the like button. And if you are new, also hit the like button. I don't know why I did it that way, but also hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any one of these shows in the future. We got a bunch of cool ones coming up. We had Todd Bowles last week, got Rachaad today. We got our Thursday show coming up. We might have a guest for that one to talk Bucs ball. It might be Donnie Abraham. That'll be fun. He knows the Detroit Lions.
One of my favorite guests.
Yeah, he knows the Detroit Lions. But I was going to say, yes, Latte. He has mentioned the Carolina Panthers being the team to be scared of multiple times on this show.
And they look scary. Do they not look scary?
No, nothing.
That's what I meant.
Their team is scary. Other than
it's scary.
Other than that 3D thing that they do in their stadium.
Ugly, frightful football. That's kind of what I meant. They're going to be scary looking, you know, and the record's scary. All those things are scary. Yes. By the way, yes, I'm recording with my cell phone as my light because my camera died during the show. But you know what? Just like this team, I'm not going to let a little light. I'm not going to let a little, mishap, turnover stop me from winning.
Carry on. Jeremy Lowe says, and this is true, by the way, Lions are down a corner. They are. And I'm on Ross St. Brown. We do a fantasy show, Big Tutties. Go check it out. We were talking about it. We're going to talk about it for tomorrow's show. He might have to get some sort of hernia surgery. Like he has an abdomen injury. They've been super quiet about it. They held him out of practice. Then they held him out of the game. It's not looking good. Not looking good.
Yeah. Listen.
And Jameer gets out hamstring.
People want to anoint the Lions 2 weeks ago. This is the team, top 2 NFC team. They're in the conversations with the Cowboys and the Niners and the Eagles. Cowboys obviously not in that conversation anymore. But listen, they're very beatable. They've played a pretty weak schedule. They are physical on defensive line. They have a good offensive line, but that doesn't mean that our defensive line, who else has a Vita Vea? They have not faced a Vita Vea, and they may not they will be facing a Vita Vea plus a Kalijah Kancey, which has 11 snaps on film. So, we have a lot of stuff going in favor of the Bucs. We're at home. I believe we're underdogs, too, at home coming off of a bye.
By the way,
I'm not scared of the Lions.
Goff sucks on the road. He's dynamite at home. On the road,
Different guy.
different dude.
Different
Yeah,
guy.
he had a good week last week though.
And listen, they probably don't beat the Chiefs if they have Kelsey, right? And they don't have everything go, I know the league tried to make sure that the Chiefs won that game by not calling any penalties on their slot offensive linemen. But
Did you see yesterday? The guy took his fucking helmet off, and the ref's like, "Put your helmet back on." That's a penalty, bro. That's automatic. Like, what are you doing? What?
Hey,
Listen,
they showed a replay on a turnover, and the guy was grabbing a face mask.
I saw that.
Nobody said a word. Nobody said a word about it.
Hey, to give people like context, that's like Tristan Wirfs blatantly holding, and then after the play, the ref be like, "Hey, Tristan, don't hold." That's a penalty. You took the helmet off, bro. You can't just be like, "Hey, put it back on." Put it back on.
Try your best not to hold the guy next time. I would probably throw a
flag.
But
we don't get those calls here, bro. But that's fine. Fuck the Chiefs. You know what? Who gives a shit about that team?
Jeremy Lowe made a good comment.
What about Laporta?
Laporta is that dude. Yeah. Bucs gotta have they gotta be on their P's and Q's covering him, whether it's Levante, Antoine, or Devin White. Those guys gotta be ready to gotta stick to Laporta because he's a playmaker, even though he is a rookie. He's hot.
You know what? I like that they're counting us out still at 3-1. Rachaad said it.
We need that.
People are saying outlandish shit about this team still after they've proven that they're not a 2-win team like they said that we were. They still counting us out. So we're underdogs against the Lions at home. And I get it. They're on a win streak, but this is different. This is different right here, and they're getting in a ring with a puncher. We went up to New Orleans and gave them all they can handle, and so if the Lions are reading the headlines and thinking they're going to come in here and just roll over us, I don't see it. I just don't see it.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. By about Saturday night, mid Sunday, I was over all the BS. I really was. All the Baker media train and all the flowers, because you're saying it's still counting us out, but there was a lot of flowers given out this week, and Baker went on all these shows, and oh my God, the surprise Bucs, and it's like whoa. Pump the brakes. We don't do good when that happens. Go back to underrating us. We're garbage. We're gonna be the top 3 pick and all that. Yeah, we need to go back to that. I like it, Stank. There's too much positivity going around here. Okay, and they 8-1-3. Let's
I don't think the players are listening to that nonsense. They all have chips on their shoulders.
They're not. I hope
they all see it. Like even Rachaad, you can tell. Like they got a workers mentality. They're just putting their heads down. King Cook has asked in the chat multiple times, Jonas, where did you find the AWJ peace sign emoji? King Cook, that is an emoji that is available if you're a member of the channel. I think it's like $1.99 a month or something like that. So just become a member, and you can use any one of our amazing emojis. There's ones about chicken wings, and one that says "fuck blue cheese." Or no, sorry, fuck ranch. My bad.
Whoa.
Team
I gotta say, I'm a bit disappointed in the chat today, and not that I care about money and super chats, but I haven't got to use the horn not once.
Oh no! Like, we're definitely ending the show now.
No, we're not ending the show. Somebody needs to donate because I can't end the show.
I'm going to watch Monday Night Football.
Horn.
Yeah, we got Monday Night Football going on. Everybody who has watched, we appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you are
Who's going to save me?
And leave us a comment. Comment on anything. Really don't care what it is. Leave comments. The more interactions we have, the better it is for our channel, and the more we'll be able to provide you guys in the future. Hey, boys, that was an awesome interview. Go enjoy Monday Night Football, and maybe I'll wear creamsicles to the game. We'll find out. I'm not going to let anybody know until day of. Go Bucs.
Welcome to Tampa Bay. We fuck 'em up when we raise the flag.